Council, explain this absurd notion at once. The victim was killed by a gunshot. That's right. You're absolutely right, Your Excellency. This is just a rather ridiculous ploy by the rookie student, but clearly he has no grasp of the facts. No, Prosecutor Auchi. No one has no grasp of the facts. I beg your pardon. As soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered a burn while at the restaurant, his whole case had turned upside down. Oh, you got not grasped that yet. Your Excellency, the court must hear from this witness again. If it is true as we now believe that the victim was already dead before the gunshot was heard, it's highly likely that Miss Brad knows something about it. Incredible. I certainly didn't anticipate this twist of events. I'm sorry to say, Miss Brett, you will have to forget your luncheon engagement. But, Your Excellency, the justice system in our country may be in its infancy. I rest assured all reasonable doubt must be dispelled before I am prepared to pass judgment. Thank you, Your Excellency. What was that smile? Yes, of course. I mean, I'd be glad to help. Especially if I was the relation between my country and yours. Of course you can speak Japanese. Miss Brett? You speak Japanese? Well, of course I do. I'm studying your country after all. Well, but then why do you keep speaking through an interpreter until now? My mother tongue, the Queen's English, is the most refined, elegant language in the world. As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking your vulgar tone as much as possible. Oh, cool. But it seems the man in this land possesses none of the chivalrous virtues of English gentlemen. So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicate with you on your own level. Well. Epitome English gentlewoman, we're truly honored by this. This lavish consideration you so graciously afford us. No wonder they fucking hated them. I see. In that case, Miss Brett, I will now ask you to testify in your own words about events leading up to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson. So, we are finally going to hear her own words on that matter. Things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke. I guess they are. Witness testimony. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burned his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my stay, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as we heard, the post-mortem report showed other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. If there's some other man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. It's not like you just insult someone, you insult the whole country. The most captivating and beautiful testimony will go down in the Supreme Court history, thank you. Easy does it. I would add in the last time only have to sully my lips with the cause of those of your becoming. Oh, forgive me, I do hope I haven't insulted anyone! Not at all, not at all, I said I merely to hear you speak, dear lady. It seemed very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim burn is utterly irrelevant. I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today. The Minister of Justice. May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. Amen. Amen to you, girl. You're gonna get fucked. Thanks. Was that a prayer then? Well, you have to forgive the irritation, Miss Pratt, and put up with a cross-examination. Ho ho ho. He doesn't get fucked. He's the Chad. I expect you noticed that little bully of a student, as you put it. Doesn't miss much. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in the trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear? Okay. I'm gonna fuck her up. Yeah, boy! Are we in the ring, motherfucker? Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Yes, Your Excellency. Are we ready there? Then you may proceed with the cross-examination. Boys, you ready? Okay. Okay, I'm stopped out. Fortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burned with me like that. And the waiter brought my steak, the rest and I raised our glass and toast. As far as I heard, post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death beside gunshot. I gotta press this because how the fuck you know? Yes, it is written here in the paper, a fatal hemorrhage from ballistic trauma. Yes. Luckily for all of us, a little burn on the wrist isn't going to kill us. And there are no other signs of trauma on the victim's body to indicate some other cause of death. It can only have been the bullet from your gun put the end of this innocent man's life. It doesn't make sense. The burn must have happened straight away, when the plate was first brought to the table by the waiter. Yes, that's true. Never cooled even slightly would have been able to make a burn like that. And if the victim burned his wrist or plate as soon as he was brought out from the kitchen, then he must be already have been dead at this point. Objection! And yet, the fact is that the victim was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Until you're able to show the cold evidence to disprove that is the complete waste of time. Please, I concur. Prosecutor Ouchie is right. Damn it. If there's some other ways Mala can be taken without leaving place, please show me. That's the problem. We can't. Yes! I think the chemistry, well, you know, the girl is going to get the evidence without leaving a trace. If someone shoot or strangle, stab or throw from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are always telltale traces on the body. Quite right, dear lady. As our police force has truly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Is the right, Inspector Hosonaga. Having said, I always aim for a flawless investigation. Huh. There will be physical traces with all those causes of death, that's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark. Poison! Poison, god fucking damn it! That must exist back in the days. Heaven forbid you doubt me, young man. You're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it? So the shot of the gun is a trap. And I'll perish the thought, calling such a sweet young lady innocence into question? Yes, she smelled like a bitch. In my honor, I Tasakuchi Ouchie will cut down anyone who dare to cast such aspersions. We're killing someone that lives on the race. We need some evidence to back us up there. Yes, evidence. Can I show that? Can I show this? I present this. No, it's not. Ah, damn it. Yeah, we have no way to prove it. Ouch. That hurt. Of course, I can't advance here now. No, as far as I heard. We're gonna end. What do you think, Ryunosuke? I don't know. I think this could be very hard. You can speak Japanese brilliantly, but she doesn't seem to want to say very much. The more she says, the more likely she's likely to give away. This occasional woman knows that only too well she's quite formidable. Formidable? The will tell us something, I'm sure. It is costing me to find out what. First thing first, I'm going to press her on everything she said and try to make her blur something out. Wait, what? What is it, Katsuma? Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. Katsuma, goddammit, help me out! I'm just gonna... Yes! But he then was on the hearing hall play for at least 3 small seconds. You can not notice it. Do you think so? Let me ask you something. Sorry? Ever since I arrived at this courtroom, and even still now, the fly on those unsightly black trousers of yours has been wide open. Okay. You cannot have noticed that, can you? What? What the fun. You hadn't realized. The dear lady is absolutely right. As your friend, you embarrass me as well as yourself, Ryunosuke. Thank you, Katsura, you piece of shit. You should tell me, yeah. Dr. Wilson was a true English gentleman. He chose honorable silence over vulgar scream. Can your tiny brains imagine such a thing? Oh yes, I think in tiny brain can. Well, I can't. Anyway. Why?
Yes.
I still cannot figure out. As you testified before, you were drinking carbonated water, is that right? Yeah, that's the thing. The Wilson was only permitted to drink water at the time, if you remember. You just plain white ordered a drink, correct, waiter? Yes, exactly as you say, sir. Although, whether or not the professor actually drank any of the water when I delivered the steak to the table, I'm afraid I don't remember that. Huh. Damn you! Huh, I have enough English understanding that at least for the benefit of the others in the court it means bless you. I think it means the exact opposite. Anyway. As far as the possible show the possible cause of that besides the gun shoot, we're already done. Other ways, oh, damn it!
Yes.
Inferior? What do you mean by that? In the lands of the great British Empire, the police store everything found at the crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once that's at hand. Is that so? Quite right. The carnival is open for business as usual just the day after the incident. Exactly, which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction... What? The vital evidence may be lost. It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try to preserve the crime scene. I'm trying to be tactful about this, as I can, you understand? Kill a blow, the lady's formidable, is she beautiful? Amazing! Successfully admitting our police may be flawed. Perhaps so secure how she's finally started to see sense. I very much doubt that. Still, there is something about what Miss Brad just said. There was a moment before when something didn't seem quite right. Hosanagawa has something to say. Hosanagawa has something to say. There's one thing I noticed, something that's been bothering me. Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett? Actually, no. About the person standing next to her, Inspector Hosanagawa. The detective? Yes, he seemed to react a little stranger to Miss Brett's last statement. Did you drink the fucking glass? I was wondering if it might be significant. If I might present an opening, maybe? Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on the last statement one more time. If you think so, but this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, you should target the guy. You can get out of the right detective. Alright then. Wonder what Kazuma is thinking. I have absolutely no idea. I guess I'll find out soon enough. I suppose one of the press Miss Brett on her last statement again. 1, 2, 3, and press.
Yes.
Now here she have to repeat a lot. Like, what the fuck? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. There you go. How do I do this? 5%. Yes, there is it again. The detective reaction is just the same as before. Why? Up until now, the detective has been to stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter. But things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the English woman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity. What do you mean? When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speaking, you'll find that they often let their guard down. You're right, look at him, he lost his own thoughts. It's time to pursue the man and his train of thoughts. Excuse me? Pursue? Explain how to do it now, Ryunosuke. So to do with the witness marker. What marker? That marker! At the moment we are focused on Miss Bradley's that marker that I just showed you. We're focused on Miss Bradley's person actually making the correct statement. Do I simply switch? But moving the marker left and AD, okay. To turn your attention to other people, understand. While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with space. You can catch a person just right moment might uncover some of the information to pursue. F my way out. If you ever notice strange atmosphere amongst the people on the stand, whatever the fuck was that, alrighty then, the first should move maker ID and focus on detecting. Can pursue with his space and see what's on his mind. Here we go, blah blah blah. Okay, we got it. Exactly. Which means even the investigation take different directions. Final evidence. AD. Okay. Hi.
Excuse me.
Kia? Kia? Are you okay, sir? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. He really was lost in his thoughts, deeply. It looked like we were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the ladies next to you had to say. If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? Is the delightful English woman who is testifying at the moment? If you can find fault with the testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately. Huh. Is that how it works? Absolutely not. Huh? The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness. Man, yes. Not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case. Intimately? Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? You have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brett? No? Well, yes, if you don't mind. I would like to speak. Damn you. The lady's right, our country's police practices are not as modern as those using the which is why I, Satoru Hosonagawa, always try to make everything investigation, bold, flawless. What do you really mean by that? He kept the vital evidence. I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. Oh, Jesus, Hosonaga. Crime scene thief? Well, it looks like the lady remarks touch a nerve there. Take this, for example. I think Hosonaga would drink from that. Is that? Is the bottle of carbonated water they took to the victim table on the day in question? And yes, it lost all its fits having been opened 3 days ago now. But it was carbonated water, I don't care what you say, okay? Okay, there's some left, I can see it. One day, only our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming, I guarantee it! I guess you are dying for it. Oh, he's dying for it. I can say I condone the witness action, but I do understand the sentiment. The court will accept a glass of bottle of water as evidence. Carbonated water bottle has been entered the court record. Huh, Miss Brett. Can you confirm that indeed the bottle from which drank the day of the victim's death? Make her drink it! Make her drink it! Yes, it was that bottle. What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered that just question. Drink the water from the bottle! Very well, counsel. You may resume the cross-examination. The inspector will kindly control his fever. Fever? Ahem. Ahoy!
Yes!
Yes! What is this? A bottle of water? Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, if I'm referring to poison. Poison? On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? He's so... Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from this glass? Order, order, order! And on that day, we was sitting at the same table as the professor, and able to slip the poison into his drink. There's only one person who could possibly have done it. Giselle Brett. It was you.
Objection!
This is outrageous to suggest such thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile. Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself now? Have you forgotten that we only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even vaguest inkling that your rash accusation could jeopardize the entire treaty? This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual guilt with respect to one crime. What? The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We're here to determine the truth. If I may, I will silence you forever for this disgraceful attack. What? It is you who should be silent. Of course. Dear lady. What? Where did that come from? She just snapped. I'm afraid I may have spoken up early before. I offer my most humble apologies. I'm sorry, my lady, to what you are referring. I describe your police force as inferiors, but no matter how inferior they may be. You still investigate this particular point truly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not. Of course. You did? Have you forgotten that my guiding principles are ready? I strive for a flawless investigation every time. I don't believe it. Naturally, we tested the inside bottle and its content. And? What do you find, Inspector? We have to test for every toxin that is available in this country at the present time. We could find no trace of poison or any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency. What? Are you serious? The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief of coroner himself. No! Wait. There's still the glass, right? I'm very grateful for all of you Japanese. You have successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you. But of course, dear lady, the pressure was all ours. I was so sure. This can't be right. Everything falls into place if it was poisoned. Thank you, counsel. As the prosecution have asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding his weapon, is the only possible culprit. I'm done for. I'm dead. Shot. The court wishes to apologize for the greatest inconvenience this has caused you, Miss Brett. Oh no, I'm just glad the matter is resolved. Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present the court at this point? Kazuma? Kazuma? I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. There's nothing more. But if you excuse me now, I really must be leaving. There's something.
Hold it!
There she is! You take your fucking sweet bloody fucking time! Ahoy. Please wait. Isn't that? I don't know who she is. What is the meaning of this? Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, judicial assistant to the defense. What? Another one? Mikotoba? In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in furoshiki cloth. I don't know what is that. No, fuck off. The tutorial was 3 episodes long? Are you serious? Okay, never mind. Save the progress. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the dealio. Right now, right here. We're gonna end the episode right now, right here. We're gonna see you very, very soon to part 3. Tomorrow. Probably. I hope so. Goodbye.